Hello, welcome to Sensitive Misfits Tarot. I'm going to clear your auric field. If you can consent and nod your head or say yes, the selenite will cleanse your auric field. Okay, so we're gonna get started with my inner child healing deck. And this is going to be a reading for Sagittarius, so you could have Sagittarius in your Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, or South Node, or it could be your Chiron placement or your Lilith placement. The number 9 can be significant, so you can also be dealing with a Virgo, or you can be a Virgo, or something about the number 9, or ending a cycle. And we're going to see if any other planets or signs want to come out. Okay, so something about water, so fire and water both are significant. Let's see if we can get anything else more specific. Maybe there's a need to drink more water, to pour more love into yourself right now. And Jupiter is the planet of good luck. And more fire, okay? So a lot of fire, a lot of water, good luck energy coming in for you, Sagittarius. And Mercury, okay? So communication. And we're not in Mercury retrograde any longer, okay? So yeah, this is gonna be a reading for Sagittarius today. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it is that you're watching this. And please hit the like button, comment below if you have any affirmations, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell if you'd like to be notified when I upload new videos. And I also have, I need to play catch up with, I've been getting a lot of dreams, a lot of downloads, a lot more visions, and so I'm gonna bring up the dream for Sagittarius when I feel called to, okay? But first, while I'm shuffling, whoa, there's something significant about maybe a mess, okay? Maybe God, your angels, your ancestors are cleaning up a mess that has been laid out, or a trap that has been laid out for you by enemies, I'm hearing, also a trap. Okay, so my visions, I had a vision a few nights ago when I had dreams for the Sagittarius reading of someone with dark golden blonde hair, a Caucasian man. He was tan and he had a dark blonde goatee also. This was in the state of Hawaii in the United States. If that doesn't resonate, if you don't live in the United States, this reading can still be for you, okay? So don't click off. This can just be a message, okay? He had a drab green, like dark green Billabong t-shirt with orange Hawaiian flowers around the Billabong label on the back of his shirt. He was leading me towards like a casita house or a rental, or maybe like an Airbnb or something, and the grass was very tall in Hawaii, and this is like a back rental house, okay? So maybe you're being called to take a vacation to Hawaii or take a vacation to somewhere tropical, okay? So, and then the other vision that I had was, well, I got a download of the song Killing Me Softly, so that song can be significant, okay? And also I had someone receive stitches on the back of their head from something regarding whiplash, so maybe something regarding some kind of accident. I'm hearing a bike accident or a car accident, or maybe someone tripped and fell, you know, from ice if it's cold where you live. Something regarding hitting the back of someone's head, getting stitches, okay? So maybe you know someone, okay, that has happened to, or, you know, this can be a warning to be careful, okay? And what else? Something regarding hypnotization, okay? And order, hypnotization and order, okay? I also had a vision of a mom who was tan, also Caucasian, in her late 20s or early 30s. She had dark, straight, short, like dark blonde hair above her shoulders, leading her hands on her daughter's shoulders towards away from something, away from a scene of some sorts, okay? I saw the left side of her profile and she was walking towards the left, okay? So I think of left, sometimes I think of liberal, so this person can be a liberal, this person can be a Democrat, okay? This person can be you, or this person can be someone in your family, someone you know that is leading their daughter away from some sort of accident that they didn't want their daughter to see, possibly journey in Hawaii, okay? So let me know if this resonates for you. I do pick up on visions, you know, for the collective, and there's many people that watch this video. My readings are timeless, so many people will watch this video in the future, okay? So if that part doesn't resonate, stay with me here, okay, Sagittarius? Number 32 is significant. You can be 32 years old. You can be 25 years old. Set boundaries. Claim your power and know your value today. Number 25, listen. Your inner child has something to say. Okay, so your inner child is wanting to speak. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, Archangel Michael, Metatron, Zadkiel, Raphael, Gabriel, enter this reading, Archangel Raguel. Please let me see what Sagittarius' inner child, 526, can be significant. Something regarding a Virgo, something regarding May, a Gemini. Archangel Michael, Metatron, what does Sagittarius need? What does the inner child of Sagittarius need to say? A time to remember, look back on your childhood. So Sagittarius, you're being asked to meditate on your childhood, to listen what he or she has to say, and to know that you have a right towards your boundaries, okay? Maybe towards karmic parents, okay? You have the right towards your own peace, your own sanctuary, your own solitude is what I'm being told, okay? Something can be significant about France or Germany. The Netherlands also I'm hearing. Become aware, listen to the wisdom of the body, okay? Jaguars are significant. Maybe your spirit animal is a jaguar. But yeah, so there's something that the Holy Spirit wants you to recollect from your childhood, okay? Maybe waterfalls are significant, forests are significant. Maybe you used to go to a forest or visit a waterfall when you were a child, okay? There's a need to remember this time, remember your happiness, okay? And remember certain things that can be hard, okay? Some things that can be difficult, okay? More Hawaii energy with these double rainbows coming out, okay? Ireland can be significant. Write a letter to your inner child. So your inner child is wanting a letter, okay? You deserve to be seen. Let yourself be known. Okay, so there's a need to write a letter to your child, like to your inner child. If you have had some sort of soul fragmentation at the age of 4, I'm also hearing age 5, age 7, I'm hearing, okay, age 8, okay, it's gonna be different for all of you. Write a letter to yourself of what you would need to hear at that time from your higher self in order to heal that part of yourself. Call back your soul. There's a need to call back your energy, call back your soul, call back your power. Also, you know, you have been going inwards, okay, more Virgo energy. Call back your power from all past lives, cleansed and free of negative energy. Call it back from past timelines, from all planes of the universe, okay? There's a need to do so in order for you to step into this power, step in and be the true shining star that you were born to be, okay? You are a gift for humanity, I'm being told. Hope, calm, faith, purpose, renewal, spirituality, okay? So you can have an Aquarius placement, or you can be also dealing with an Aquarius. I also saw the World card, okay? Maybe you're dealing with a lot of competition right now, maybe within your work environment, okay? Maybe you work in a very competitive field, okay? Or there's some kind of, you could be dealing with the King of Cups, okay? Emotionally balanced, someone who wears their heart on their sleeve, I'm being told. Okay, what else, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels? What messages do we have for Sagittarius? Okay, there's a need to not indulge in self-talk, okay? If you have had the habit, okay, of saying like, oh, I can't afford this, or oh, that's too expensive, don't use those words. Take them out of your vocabulary, because you are a master manifester, okay? I'm seeing the Magician card in my third eye. There's a need to speak to yourself lovingly and kindly, okay? There's a need to release the pain. Forgive yourself, okay, for if you hold certain childhood memories of yours that you are having a hard time moving on from, okay? There's a need to write this letter to your inner child in order to recover from heartbreak, okay? Maybe you had heartbreak from family, okay? I'm seeing a dragonfly, Archangel Metatron, is really helping you out right now, okay? He's helping you with your downloads. He's giving you more downloads. He's giving you more insight. Archangel Michael is also strongly protecting you as well, protecting you from unseen forces, from psychic attacks. There's a need to not exhaust yourself Do not allow yourself to burn out. Rest when you need to, okay? Or else you can become stagnant with 4 of Swords reversed. What else, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels? What else for Sagittarius? Public recognition, okay? 6 of Wands. Okay, so 6 of Wands is coming out right underneath 5 of Wands. So maybe someone could be born in 1956. Maybe a parent is born in 1956, or you are. Maybe there's a lot of strife and disagreements over you being in the public eye. Strife, disagreements. This King of Cups can be a father of yours, okay? Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Maybe you have someone who appears to be in an upright form, but they're really reversed. They're not a divine masculine. They had the chance to be, but they you know, did some things maybe within your childhood that really caused you a lot of pain, okay? And that you are working on healing on. And yeah, maybe this person, someone is trying to cause strife and conflict towards your public recognition of sorts, okay? This can be work. I'm picking up more on work energies, but they're trying to get you to struggle. They're trying to get you to feel overwhelmed. There's a need to have courage, persistence. You could be being tested right now. You're very resilient. You have your boundaries up, okay? There's a need to keep your boundaries up towards said work environment, co-workers, okay, parents. Yeah, living in the past, lacking playfulness, moving forward, leaving home, independence. So maybe you have someone, maybe you're moving out of a parent's house, or you have recently done so, and this parent wants you to move back with them, or they want you to live in the past. They want you to reminisce on good times. They want you to miss them, okay? Yeah, okay, 10 of Cups reversed, shattered dreams, broken family, domestic disharmony, disconnection, misaligned values, struggling relationships. Okay, so this is some sort of broken up family, okay? Or work environment, broken up work environment, okay? They're upset, they want you to be nostalgic towards missing working there in that work environment, okay? Maybe you're doing something within sales, I'm hearing. Within sales, maybe that's why you're more so in the public eye, okay? And there's conflict because they're wanting you to go back to the past. This card is not supposed to be here. I'm meant to read this right now. Yeah, mental clarity, breakthroughs, new ideas, okay? Someone could be undergoing surgery. You have a very sharp, clear mind, okay? Air energy, anxiety, worry, depression, nightmares, insomnia. Maybe you're having nightmares this time. Maybe you're dealing with a Queen of Swords reversed, okay? 9 of Swords, Queen of Swords reversed. Wherever you go, take yourself, so make sure you bring your most healed version, okay? So whatever it is that you're doing, whatever you're striving for within work, whatever goals you have in life, there's a need to continue to heal so that you bring your most healed version of yourself, higher vibrational frequency from the past, okay? And yeah, you're dealing with someone who's bitter and cruel and cold-hearted, who wants you in this 9 of Swords energy. What else, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels? But you will have a wish come true, 9 of Cups. You will be fully satisfied with your life, emotional stability, luxury, and gratitude. Anything else from this deck, Holy Spirit? King of Swords, okay, head over heart, disciplined, truthful, honest, mental clarity, and authority. Yeah, there's a need to cut things out of your life, cut people out of your life who are not serving your highest good, people who are bringing your vibration down. You can be an empath, and when you are around certain people, it can cause stagnancy. It can cause you to feel not as like take your life force energy. Like you will feel more bogged down. You won't have so much passion, excitement, and confidence as you would if you weren't around said people, okay? Fruits of labor, 9 of Pentacles, rewards, luxury, self-sufficiency, financial independence, okay? So yeah, we have financial independence. This is your energy and they're not liking it, okay? Ace of Cups, love, compassion, creativity, new feelings, spirituality, intuition, new baby, proposal, marriage. Okay, so maybe you're going to have a baby in the future. If you're in a relationship now, or if you're not in a relationship, you will be soon. Okay, so there's a need to stay hopeful, keep working on yourself, on, you know, whatever you do for work. If you work in the public eye, if you work in sales, if you work, you know, maybe you're being called to work in spirituality. I'm also being told, okay? But there's a need to focus on yourself. There's a need to continue to heal yourself, okay? And let's see, what else? Okay, I guess this is the last card. Yeah, Page of Cups. Creativity, opportunities. Okay, so you're gonna have new opportunities come in, a happy surprise, dreamer energy, sensitivity, and new love. So you do have new love coming in, okay? Or this can be a water sign child, okay? So maybe in the future you'll have a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer baby in the future, okay? Or, you know, someone sees your inner child, they see your inner childlike wonder, and they want to bring you a cup of love or an opportunity, you know. So yeah, take what resonates, leave what doesn't resonate. What other cards should I be pulling on Holy Spirit, Holy Angels? Okay, let's do Beach Time Soul Tarot. Also, I'm seeing now the dreams that I had written down, something I forgot. So after the vision I had another vision I had of a mom walking her daughter away from like scene of a crime, accident or something, like with her hands on her shoulders. There is a vision I had of someone whom I know that is a Gemini, and her sister, I'm not sure what her sister was, but her sister was a tarot reader on YouTube, and she had like cards and a table, and you know, she was filming or something. I saw her video. So yeah, something about that. Okay, so maybe your sister could be doing tarot on YouTube, or you're being guided to, or your sister will see a video of yours. If you are also a tarot reader, you're being called to do so, something along those lines. And then the other vision I had, oh no, this was a dream. And this, I'm being called to not bring it up, okay? Okay, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what does Sagittarius need to know from the Speech Time Soul deck? The Golden Mirror, self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. Okay. So someone's a narcissist. I think that's pretty clear from the tarot cards. The Queen of Swords reversed, okay. Engagement ring. This could have been someone that you were engaged to in the past, someone that you were married to in the past, or someone that you were committed to in the past. That is a narcissist. What else, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels? Healthy choices in reverse. Okay, so someone's not making healthy choices. They're not loving themselves, and you know, they could be eating very unhealthy, just not taking care of themselves. Okay, or they're not treating their vessel in a loving manner. Okay, they're yeah, they could be self-sabotaging. Also, I'm hearing keys on a ring, many options. String along, one night stands. So think about one night stands. Twin flame is coming out, yin yang. Okay, so maybe Sagittarius, maybe this is like a twin flame of yours. Twin flame is coming out right underneath engagement ring, or maybe it would have been a false twin flame if it was upright. So maybe they're behind you on your spiritual journey. Okay, I feel like the female or the divine feminine energy can be held within the divine masculine himself. Okay, so maybe, you know, if you could still be a male, or you could be a female, but whoever your twin flame is, male or female, you know, what have you, flip everything where it needs to go. This person can be behind you on your journey, and the healthier you are, the more healthier choices you make, you're going to be calling them in more so. Okay. Okay, this person feels heartbroken, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, or mourning. So maybe they're not making healthy choices because they're in pain. They're in pain, they feel heartbroken, and they can be, yeah, they can be easily seduced or something. This is, the seduction card is coming out underneath keys on a ring, okay? So one night stands and seduction is coming out underneath it, okay? So maybe there's a need to release this twin flame, okay? And yeah, and if you release this person, this twin flame, okay, maybe we all have to answer the call, okay? And you can do so much work on yourself, but you can't be waiting for whoever it is you think is your twin flame. There's a need to release said person. They can be a false twin, okay? Or God will send you an equal reflection, an equal to you, a loving person that will mirror things back to you in a way to help each other elevate, okay? But there's a need to release whoever this person is that is in your mind's eye right now, whoever is on your mind that you're thinking of, okay? Whoever this person is, there's a need to release them, and you will welcome someone who is truly abundant, I'm hearing, truly fruitful, I'm hearing. Someone that will grow with you. You will have a secure and stable relationship with this person with the palm tree, okay? But yeah, whoever this narcissist is, who you thought was your twin flame, there's a need to fully release them with talking in reverse, yeah. So maybe they're gonna reach out and try to talk to you, but with it being reversed, you don't want to talk to them, okay? Maybe they ghosted you a lot in the past or something, and you've been hoping, wishing, praying that this person would come back to you, but you're realizing your self-worth, and you're acknowledging the fact that if you accept this person back, you're telling the universe that you're okay with such breadcrumby behavior, okay? You're okay with being treated like being on the back burner, okay? Like if this person, you've been waiting to hear from them, okay, and you haven't, there's a need to, you know, not go into this relationship, or else you're going to be telling the universe that you're fine with this kind of behavior, okay? Cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in their head. They want to tell you, so they're replaying certain conversations that you had. They like you, romance blooming, they want to date you, okay? But just keep in mind, this person isn't healed. They're still a narcissist. They are easily seduced. They're having one night stands, okay? They want to come in and tell you, like maybe you told them in the past, you thought that they were your twin flame. They want to come in and be like, yeah, I think you're my twin flame, you know? But girl talk in reverse, time with friends, moving on. There's a need to be in the moment, okay? To spend more time with your friends, okay? And maybe get insight from your friends' opinions of this relationship, okay? But they want to isolate you from your friends with this being in reverse. So this is definitely a narcissist, okay? I would release this person if I were you, okay? I'm not going to tell you what to do. This is just what I'm channeling. But there's a need, yeah, they could be coming in full on love bombing you and wanting to marry you. But this person is a cheater, I'm hearing, okay? This person is not loyal, okay? Yeah, this is going to be very tempting. This person can be very attractive. They want to come in and take you out on a date, okay? And they're okay, you're in this abundant energy now. That's one of the reasons why you're so attractive at this time. Attractive, okay, yes, physically you may be, but you're also very attractive literally, like bringing things in that you have been manifesting for lifetimes, I'm hearing, okay? So they want to come in and abuse this abundance that you have, okay? They want to suck the money out of you, potentially. They want to suck the life force out of you. They want to take from you, okay? This can be a destiny swapper, shapeshifter. This can be someone coming in, yeah, appearing to be as your twin flame, but they are not, okay? Something regarding sailboats or boats, or this person can be in the United States Navy. Yeah, so something like that. What else, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels? Yeah, okay, this wasn't supposed to be here. Photograph. Maybe they have a partner or something, and they see your photographs, or looking at your photographs, and this person catches them, and it's not supposed to be there. You're not supposed to see that. It's not supposed to be there. Just like I said, this is not supposed to be here. But yeah, they are missing your energy, okay? And they could also, you know, could have put your name under something else, like, you know, another name, so said partner wouldn't think that they are trying to text you or save your messages or whatever. Yeah, so this person is very deceptive, is what I'm being told. And yeah, okay. Okay, more confirmation with you're very fruitful right now, okay? Yeah, so just keep nurturing yourself, nurture your career, your business, whatever it is that you need to do to better yourself, to elevate. You will call in your true divine counterpart, okay? Winging it, nest egg, something to crow about, okay? Maybe you're seeing a lot of crows right now. With the egg, I'm thinking of Easter, so maybe something regarding Easter. Yeah, this person wants to wing it and come towards you. They want to come towards you because you're the golden egg, is what I'm hearing. Maybe you have very beautiful children, or you have a very beautiful child and they want to have a child with you, okay? With the egg, okay? Cracks in facade, unsupported, drying up. Yeah, you have dried out this narcissist, okay? You have caused this person to have an ego death, okay? Maybe this person doesn't moisturize their skin. Very random. Something about purple flowers, something about needing more water, okay? This person has a lot of holes within their auric field. If you pour love into this person, the love is going to seep through the holes in their heart. You're going to be wasting your time. You're going to be wasting your energy when you could be truly waiting a little bit longer, working on yourself, doing the much needed work in order to heal, to call in an equal counterpart towards you, okay? You don't want to call in someone with an addiction. You don't want to call in someone who hasn't healed their inner childhood wounds. You don't want to call in someone who is a cheater, okay? You need to call in someone high vibrational, so there's a need to continue to raise your vibration as well. This card came out sideways. And this face reminds me of a jack-o'-lantern, some sort of, in one way or another. Feels right, good idea, aligned with your values. Feels wrong, bad idea, manipulated, led astray. They want to confuse you, okay? They want you to feel like if you don't go into a relationship with them, it's going to be a bad idea and you're going to be missing out, okay? But there's a need, like, we're tested with certain things before we have the real thing, okay? I'm seeing right now the states Indiana, I'm seeing Texas, I'm seeing Florida, I'm seeing California, I'm seeing Montana, okay? I see the letter G, I see the letter P. BMX can be significant. Maybe this person likes to ride dirt bikes or something along those lines. Or those letters, BMX can be significant. Shady deals, dark road, moonlighting to get by. They want to trick you. They want to catfish you. Last minute changes, too late, behind schedule. Yeah, this person is behind schedule. Maybe this person, you and this person were supposed to be together, but they have just been behind schedule. Like they've just been too busy in the limelight is what I'm hearing too. Too busy, like, you know, trying to get a lot of attention. I'm picking up on King of Wands energy, okay? This person could be also a fire sign. Confirmation with my dryer turning off, okay? So, yeah, and another confirmation with my refrigerator. So yeah, this person can very well be a fire sign, or if they're not a fire sign, they have a prominent fire placement in their chart that causes them to act in certain ways that are not healthy. Getting caught, net loss, on the tail end of things, okay? They're like flailing like a fish out of water without your love. Especially with this being underneath the cracks in your facade, dry card with the water syringe. Yeah, they felt like they didn't savor the moment with you enough when you were together, okay? Grapes can be significant. Maybe you're being called to eat more grapes. There's certain antioxidants, there's certain vitamins or something within grapes that you should be eating right now. Message for someone, not all of you. Yeah, confirmation with the fruit card again. Trust your feelings, fulfill your heart's desire, okay? So trust your gut, okay? This person's gonna make you think that they are your heart's desire, okay, because you're fruitful. But they're just looking for, fuel. They're looking for someone to gas them up. Okay, they want to take from your sacral chakra, your creative abundance, okay? Fulfilling your desires, being refreshed, moving, okay? And again, with BMX, with this dirt bike. Fulfilling your desires, okay? So trust your feelings, fulfill your heart's desires. Fulfill your desires are twice. This person's going to come in and really pressure you. They're really going to tempt you. And you're asked to cut this person out. See these scissors, okay? Ask Archangel Michael to cut these cords, okay? Remove these cords. Cut short, okay? Fighting for a lost cause, okay? This person's going to be coming in for a lost cause. Maybe they caused you a lot of heartbreaks, a lot of heartbreaks before, okay? But there's a need to cut this person out. They're really going to come in. They may be trying to gas you up, okay? Like give you a lot of compliments, tell you sweet nothings, okay? They want to fulfill your heart's desires, and I have that fulfilling your desires twice. They're going to come in with a lot of like sexual energy. They're going to come in and try to seduce you, male or female, okay? This person's salty. They're full of themselves. They're a narcissist, okay? And you could see right through them. Yeah. Beyond your ability, not viable, okay? Yeah, something regarding, mummies can be significant, okay? Maybe Egypt is significant. Maybe you have an Egyptian bloodline or a past life in Egypt, or something about that, something regarding Xerxes, or the Bible story, let my people go, freeing, you have freed yourself, okay? And this person didn't think that you were going to be able to do so. This person thought that you were going to be in like a wallowy, sad, pity party energy. No offense if you were like that before, okay? Well, I feel like we all go through some sort of victim mentality at one time or another in life, right? Like we all go through a dark night of the soul, and we're entitled to feel sad when we have sad things happen in our life. But they thought that they could be able to take advantage of you while you were in that energy, okay? And they were hoping that you would stay in that energy. They wanted you to stay in a low vibration. In order to manipulate you, okay? Miracles, expect miracles. Number 24, you can be 24. Manifest and believe, okay? And this is the story of Jesus making something out of nothing, bringing fish into the lake when there were no fish in the sea, okay? Was that Matthew, Peter? And bread, okay? So expect miracles, okay? Whoa. Temptation, and it came out in reversed, okay? So you're very strong. You're not easily tempted. Maybe you used to be easily tempted with things, okay? So see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. There's a need to be very clean at this time, okay? Maybe you're at the crossroads right now, moral compass, okay? Follow your north node. If you don't know what your north node is, there's a need to look up with your birth chart, okay? cafeastrology.com or something, just Google it and you'll see the link. You put in your information, you can see your north node. There's a need to focus on your north node at this time. I mean, always we should be focusing on our north node. Let me get this card. Yeah, and this reminds me of that Bible story again, okay? Maybe there's a need to read the Bible or pick up the Bible more, and, even just call to Jesus Christ or, your angels and just say, can you guide me towards, said certain storyline you want me to read up in, and find something randomly, okay? And open it randomly, and maybe right there you will see, or you could read any of these stories that we have been talking about too, okay? You could be 41 years old. You could be born on the 12th. Faith over fear. You can cope. Okay, have faith over fear right now. There's a need to be strong. There's a need to sing, celebrate, and express yourself. Maybe you have Native American blood or Native American ancestors that really have your back right now, that are relieving you from your suffering. There's a need to play more tribal drum music. Move beyond the pain, okay? The resurrection, you have been resurrected, or you will be very soon, okay? Yeah, and don't, okay, with Peter, yeah. Peter denied Jesus several times, okay? So there's a need to fully embrace this mission, okay? There's a need to have discernment at this time. Number 43, you could be 43. There's a need to forgive yourself, set yourself free from chains, okay? Someone's being released from spiritual prison with this card. Okay, you see how he's like in prison. He's not wearing orange, but he's wearing teal. But yeah, there's like a chain link fence, and there's an angel coming down, maybe, you know, a father in heaven or something, coming down hugging him. Okay, you're freeing ancestors from freeing yourself of past generational chains, past generational curses. Okay, certain ancestors of yours weren't able to heal certain things that you have already healed, and you're being applauded. They're very grateful for you for freeing them. They have been able to elevate fully and leave this earth plane and elevate fully into heaven. Okay, they're very grateful and they love you very much. I am picking up on the energy of happy tears right now. So they're crying happy tears with seeing your success with Six of Wands energy, public recognition. Gentleness, respond softly, okay? And maybe if you want another baby in your future, if you have been single for a long time, the enemy has been wanting you to think that you would never have a child again, or something along those lines, or you're not worthy of having a child again, or maybe you have a child, maybe you don't have a child, maybe you've had a miscarriage. But God wants you to know that you do. For some of you, not all of you, okay? Take what resonates, okay? It all depends on fertility, age, etc., right? But you know, women can have children in their late 40s, healthy babies, okay? So even if that is your age, okay, be strong, be confident in Jesus Christ, okay? Maybe the story of Sarah is significant in the Bible. Someone's name could be Thomas or Tom or Tommy. Or someone's last name can be Thompson or Thomas. Tomlinson also, I'm hearing. Mind trap and doubt, okay? Ask your angels, ask your spirit team to free you from mind traps, from matrix ingrained mentalities, okay? And yeah, the number 6 can be significant. So Cancer energy. These cards are so beautiful. Okay. Yeah, confirmation with someone being taken out of spiritual jail or something along those lines. In spiritual jail, like if you're depressed, you're in spiritual jail, you know what I mean? Because it's all a mindset, okay? It's all what you think of it, and we have the power to control our minds, the power and control to raise our vibration. If we're in a high vibrational frequency, you cannot be depressed. It's impossible. Okay, so there's a need to listen to high, grounding first, grounding frequencies and higher frequencies, on YouTube or whatever. But yeah, 34, you're very humble. You're seen in the society, you're seen in the community as being very humble. You're very modest, okay? You have humility, okay? And yeah, Jesus, yeah, this is either Mary Magdalene washing Jesus' feet, or maybe Jesus used to wash his disciples' feet, okay? Jesus suffered from humility and was very humble and modest, okay? You're being seen as such, which is a beautiful compliment, okay? So take that to heart, okay? Believe it in your heart that you have been born, you incarnated in this life to make a big purpose, to uplift humanity, and you're doing just so, okay? Even if you're on your way, on your road, on your path, within spirituality, or maybe you want to work in a school or whatever, like even not working, when you're out in town, just being the sweet, bubbly person that you are, kind, chivalrous, okay? You're fulfilling your life mission, okay? You really are. Continue to have peace. Number 49, calm, center, clear mind. Okay, there's a need to maybe work on stoicism too with enemies, okay? Yeah, so work on your inner healing still. Write that letter to your inner child. We're already at 38 minutes, so I'm just gonna be fast with this. Roses can be significant. Maybe someone wants to come in and bring you roses. Someone can be, I'm not gonna, why, that's random to come out right now. Never mind, okay. It doesn't even have anything to do with this reading, so. guess I'm not going to pull on that deck. Okay. Someone could be from Virginia, New York, Oregon. Someone wants to take a jab at you, and something about Abraham Lincoln or Illinois, Wyoming, Montana. Something about Facebook, Arkansas. Q&A, something about Q&A. Someone's name is Dax, or that could be like a nickname or something, or Axe, Dax. I'm hearing, not seeing, something about the Inca tribe, Inca, fax, something about a fax machine. Someone's name is Jack. Something about your AC or air conditioning unit. Dibble, dabble, I don't know, that can be, Dr. Seuss can be significant. LLC, I'm seeing LLC here, so maybe you're being called to like make your own LLC or something. Camera, I'm also seeing camera. Someone can be dyslexic. Something about M&Ms. I don't know, M&Ms, there's a lot of candy that has red 40, and if you don't already know this, red 40 food dye, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. If you're really curious to know, you can ask me, or you could just Google what is in red 40 and you'll find out. So I don't know, there's a need to eat more clean, okay? Cut, I'm seeing the word cut. So yeah, try to cut out, you know, food dyes are always unhealthy, right? But red 40 specifically, there's something, you know, you're gonna be grossed out with if you see it, okay? And you know, when you pull the wool away from your eyes, when you have certain knowledge of some things, it's hard to put yourself back to sleep, you know, or else that would be ignorant, you know what I mean? But yeah, so look that up. Maybe there's something regarding ignorance, okay? Someone's initials can be T, G, L, W, F, I, E. Something about T-Rexes or dinosaurs. Maybe you have a very ancient bloodline. Maybe you were like a caveman a long time ago. Like, like maybe you're an original. Maybe you're an original. NP, narcissistic personality disorder. J, M, U2. Something about the band U2 can be significant. Text, yeah, maybe someone's maybe someone that you want to let go of is gonna text you today or soon, okay? Yeah, there's 6M, so maybe 6 months, maybe in 6 months someone's gonna text you. Maybe this person that you've been like, you know, loyally waiting for, that is truly a narcissist, and it was like some kind of like trap, okay, from the enemy, in order to get you to think this person was your twin flame, in order to keep you waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for this person, okay? And maybe they're gonna text you in 6 months, okay? And you've already been waiting for them for a long time. This person wants you to think that they're your twin flame, okay? But they're absolutely not, okay? That's just bogus, okay? The enemy's trying to get you to be melancholy and sad. Move on with your life, okay? Live life, and God is gonna send you someone when he sees that you're ready, okay? So just continue to elevate, work on yourself. Pink bears can be significant, okay? I'm also hearing pink elephant, so something regarding that. But yeah, let's end with the Jesus card. Your faith hath saved you. Go in peace. Luke 7:50. Someone's name could be Luke or Lucas. Yeah, so your faith has moved a very large mountain, okay? Your faith has moved mountains, okay? And yeah, so I love you very much. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. Hit the like button, comment below any affirmations you have, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.